Found in only one place on Earth. One of only 8 site holders in the world, the Jewellery Channel is proud to present Tanzanite. This rare and exquisite gemstone was formed millions of years ago in the shadow of Mount Kilimanjaro and is found in a spectrum of shades, all just as rare as each other and from the same single source. Join us for Tanzanite Day, here on the Jewellery Channel.
You're watching the Jewellery Channel with Marina Berry.
Hello, welcome back. My name's Marina. I'm going to be here till 2 AM. Stay with me. I've got some watches next. Now, these watches are super fashionable and they've got floating crystals inside. Now, I've had a few texts already about these, asking when they were going to be on. So I've brought them forward a little bit because I was going to do them just before midnight. I'm going to bring them forward. These are the floating crystal space watches. Now, like I said, we have had a lot of texts about these watches. These watches, I mean, you'd think by looking at them, these are just for aesthetic purposes. This is a watch that you can wear to look good. Not just that, though. You've got Japanese movement. Already people jumping on my phone lines. Trust me, the price will be low. Just trust me and call the number. 0800 298 4444 is the number that you need to call. Now, you've got your Japanese movement in here, so you know that you are getting a watch here that is going to keep good time, accurate time, reliable timekeeping, which is the whole point of having a watch, isn't it? So that's what we want. Now, you've also got your Austrian crystals, and you are looking at your Austrian crystals floating around on the outside of this watch. Now, if I just move this watch around, you'll be able to see them move. Watch them. Look at those. They're all Austrian crystal and they're loose crystals. I love that idea. It's so unusual. It's so beautiful. It means you get sparkle wherever you go. Whenever you move your wrist, you get a bit of sparkle because they'll be moving inside that casing. Now, we're under a tenner, and do you know what? That's not your final price. Do you know when I said trust me? I really meant it. And you know what? 8 of you so far have trusted me. I want to see some more of you trusting me. I'm going to show you the colours. You know the number to call. It's at the bottom of the screen. We've got a white one, which is option number 1. Now, just have a look at the strap. You've got that kind of mock croc detail, and it's that high shine glossy patent, which is so fashionable. So there you go. That's your option number 1. Your option number 2 is your pink. Now, I love the pink. It's very girly, it's very fun, it's very flirty. As you can see, you've got that dusky pink dial, and then around the outside, you've got these beautiful baby pink Austrian crystals, all loose, all floating around inside that casing. Look at the strap on here as well. This is that lovely dusky pink sort of peach mock croc strap. So I love the fact they've given you that animal print sort of mock croc, because that is so fashionable. It's going to be even bigger come summer. And as you can see, it's that glossy look that you've got here. Your option number 3 is your black. Now let me just slip the pink off quickly to show you what the black looks like on its own. The black, you've got crystals in abundance again, but this time you've got your multicolour crystals as well as your white. So you've got your black casing, but you've got your multicolour and white Austrian crystals, and they are all loose and they are all floating about inside that watch. Now, let's be honest about it. Oh, and you get your mock croc design as well on here, and that high shine glossy finish. Now, let's be honest about it. These watches are because you're buying this watch because it looks great. Let's be honest. You're buying these watches because they look height of fashion, and you're going to get compliments about them. You're buying this watch because you want people to think, oh, she's got good taste. Oh, I like her watch. Have you ever seen it? Oh, that's unusual. That's the reason you're buying it, isn't it? That's the reason I'd buy it. But these are reliable watches. This has got Japanese movement. Now, I want to get 50 bidders in. I want to get 50 bidders in for these watches, and I will take that price down again. Don't let me down. 0800 298 4444. That is a free phone number. I tell you something. If I get 50 buyers in,
So another 10 buyers. I will take the price down, but it won't be to your final price. How about that? You know, no matter where you join me, you're paying the lowest price at the end anyway. If you joined me at £35, you won't be paying that. If you're a new buyer, I'm just letting you know that, you know, just to explain, because you won't obviously know how it works if you've just tuned in for the first time. Even if you join me now, when it says $9.99, you won't pay that price. You'll pay the final price. But the reason people are joining me now at that price is because they don't want to miss out. Because a lot of the time, we don't have a lot of quantity and people miss out because they sell out and that's it, you don't see them again. So, I've got 57 buyers in at the moment. I did say to you I was going to take it down, didn't I? That's not your final price. Now, I want to see 80 buyers in. I want to see 80 buyers in. I'm taking it down then to the final price. This is how you get it. 0800 298 4444. It's a free phone number, nothing to lose. Once you dial the number, you press your hash key and then you choose. Now, let's go through the options. Do you want to go for your white? Now, I have to say, the white is just taking it for me. It's just got the edge because obviously Chanel, obviously it doesn't look like a Chanel watch, but Chanel have done very well with their white watches. White watches are very popular. I've got 20 of you on my phone lines. Now, so with the white watch, also it looks great with a tan, I have to say. In the summertime, we tend to wear more whites than blacks in the summer, don't we? So there you go, that's your option number one. And that's just kind of taking it for me, I have to say. Your option number two is your baby pink. Now, the crystals here are that beautiful baby pink, but you've got such sparkle going on. And like I said, they move around. Now, can you see that? They're floating crystals. So every single movement that your arm makes, that your wrist makes, they're going to move and catch the light. Now, I've got 91 of you in now. Shall we see if we can get 100? I'm being a bit greedy, but I can see there's 6 of you on my lines. So if you all confirm, press your hash key. If I can get it up to 100 buyers, I'll take that price down again. How about that? 0800 298 4444. Option number one on your keypad is the white. Option number two is the pink. And option number three is the black. Now let me show you. The black only has 19 available left. 19 left. Now with the black, you've got this very stylish look, because obviously black is a very stylish colour, isn't it? It goes with absolutely anything. You can dress it up, dress it down. With this, you've got your white Austrian crystals, but you've also got your multicolour Austrian crystals floating around as well. Are you ready? I've got more than 100 of you in. Just as I promised, I said 100 buyers, taking it down. To be honest, $6.99 was unbelievable. This is the lowest price we have ever done, and you will never see this price again. $5.99. You know, it's not a lot off $6.99, but let's be honest about it. It was amazing at $6.99. This is a watch with Japanese movement, remember? This is a watch that looks stylish. It looks impressive. You know, this is a watch that people are going to look at and think, oh, wow, look at that. It's unusual. To be honest, I'm just going by my own reaction. When I saw these for the first time today, tonight, should I say, my instant reaction was, oh, wow. That was my instant reaction. Now, the black's gone, so I'm just going to take that off and replace it with the pink. So, yeah, so when I first saw these, my instant reaction was, oh, wow. Oh, they're different. Oh, they're unusual. I like those. So, you know, I think that's going to be other people's reactions as well. You know, I think that they are unusual. It's not something you can just readily pick up off the high street. But in saying that, it's nice to have something that has real Austrian crystal floating around inside it. It's nice to have a watch that actually has Japanese movement, because a lot of watches you can buy out there, they don't have Japanese movement, and that is why they tend to not really keep the time very well. They're not particularly reliable. And, you know, let's be honest about it, that defeats the object of wearing a watch, doesn't it? The whole point of wearing a watch is that it's going to keep accurate time. Believe me, with a Japanese movement watch, you are going to be on time for those events, for those meetings, because it will keep accurate, reliable time. Now, you have got that mock croc style strap, which I just love. Now, both of these are high polish, high shine. I love the fact you've got this oversized dial. Because let's be honest, if this was a really small dial with a few floating crystals inside it, it wouldn't have the impact that this does. Now, what's winning at the moment then, Luke? White or pink? The most popular is the white. The black obviously was the most popular, then the white, and then the pink. Now, I have to say, with the pink, it's very girly. I mean, we all know somebody who loves the colour pink, don't we? We all know that there's that one person who's obsessed with pink. This has got, and I have to say, I do like the straps on these. That you don't have to get them altered. You don't have to send them off. These are straps you can alter yourself. Wear them from the minute that they get delivered to your door. Now, what I'm going to do, and I hate to rush you, but I'm going to have to stick a 2-minute clock on this. Now, if you call me right now, if you haven't picked the phone up yet, you have got time, but you've just not got a lot of time. If you call me on 0800 298 4444, you can get yourself in for a pink or white floating crystal watch. Now, let me just take one of these off and show you how the floating crystals move again.